outside.
Take a manner.
everyone. Welcome to week number 6 of RSC. Going to be a good game today. We're watching Forge versus Momentum, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. I'm joined here on the desk today with Quizzy.
Well, I'm back. It's actually been a really long time for me. I've been gone for a while. I was here like 4 or 5 seasons ago. I was here every evening. Then I went away on a good vacation. But I'm back once again, and we're going to start off with a banger of a match.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. I think it's going to be very fun today. We're looking at the 3rd and 7th seeds of RSC right now. Both very, very physical seeming teams. Both have 43 and 42 demos. So, they like their demos, which I love that. I love the physicality.
Yeah, it's definitely a great stat to have. It's really annoying as opponent also to play against that, getting demoed every single second. It's something that just annoys you. And, well, both teams utilize that, so it's really interesting to see them going up against each other.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. I'm excited to see those goalkeepers just get blown away out of the field. But yeah, I think we're looking at a pretty close game. What are you thinking?
Yeah, we actually do, because if we look in terms of wins and losses, Forge is on the 3rd place, but you can also see Momentum has played 4 matches less than them. So if they sweep here, they're basically next to each other. But if you look at the goals for, that's where the big difference steps in. 9 goals only for Momentum, 33 for Forge. That's a massive difference. And same goes for saves, 40 saves for Forge and only 24 for Momentum. So they do have some catching up to do.
That is for sure. Forge are holding some of those stats very, very high above Momentum. So I think Momentum still have a very good shot at this. Turns for who do you think's winning? Who are you gonna give that to?
Well, if I just have to look at stats, because I can't lie, I have never seen both these teams play together or against each other. I have to say Momentum, because they got way better stats at this moment. Or not Momentum, Forge, because they have way better stats than Momentum.
I agree with that. I think Forge are probably going to take it as well, but I'm not going to count Momentum out. I think they're still going to get one game over there against Forge, so I'm thinking it's going to be like a 3-1.
Oh, sorry. I will go for a 3-1 as well, yeah. Sorry. I think they're going to take a match, because I do have some hope for them. And the defense and the demos is definitely going to get them some goals which irritate the opponent. But I'm not going to give them a draw, because the stats are just too far out. We can also take a quick look at the player stats, which is really funny at the side of Forge. If we just quickly take them. The amount of 11s at the side of Forge is absolutely insane.
Forge is running all 11s there. I mean, look at Led with 11 games, 11 goals, 11 assists, and 11 saves. I mean, man's getting one of every single stat every single game.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Also, the 16 saves from Rexo says he's a good defensive player. And if we look at the side of Momentum, still keep in mind they all have 3 games less, but these stats are also way lower. Certainly, if you just take a look at the goals, 3 goals for each player, that's not something you can be proud of in 8 games. Almost less than a goal a game. So it's not something to be good. But this is a moment to step up for them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty tough one for Momentum. Looking at these stats of the players, definitely a little bit behind, even considering the fact that they are 4 games less than Forge. It's definitely a bit of a gap in those statistics. Yeah, I still think Momentum do have a solid chance to at least get the 1 game.
Yeah, they definitely have a chance to get a 1 game. There's always a chance in 1 game. Most certainly the first one. The first one is always a moment where you kind of get used to the opponent. And certainly in a match where there's actually this big of a difference between both the teams, because everyone is expecting Forge to maybe even sweep here. The first match it's going to be Forge being overconfident, thinking, everybody's going to think we're sweeping them. Their stats are way worse than ours. We are going to get this easily. And then probably by also the demos, they get surprised, get caught lacking, and get some goals against. And if Momentum can then keep their own goal clean, they at least get 1 game.
Yeah. Well, what I will say is there's only one way for us to find out. Let's head on into game number 1.
We can actually head into game number 1. They just joined.
Oh, whoa, they're not all here yet. Oh, not yet. Hold on.
Not yet?
Everyone's hopping in. Now we're heading into game number one, I think.
We are actually, yes. We are jumping into game number one. It's gonna be Momentum against Forge. It's Forge with the way better stats. Both teams are physical. Go for the demos, go for the bumps, try to get their plays out of that. But the only thing that matters to us is these upcoming 5 minutes. As the first one almost goes in already.
What a save there, going from the Forge defense. Ball was hovering in front of their goal line and Momentum just barely couldn't sink it in. And now Forge are looking to get one in, putting some pressure against the Momentum defense. But the ball is being kept away from that Momentum goal line. And now, see a counterattack denied. Goes into the corner, Led. Gonna take it away. See one of those bumps already trying to come out. And it's so far. I mean, there's only 40 seconds in, but so far it's a pretty even game.
Yeah, they try to keep it in the middle. That's like what I said. They're kind of adjusting to each other. What type do you play? How do we play? This is actually a massive overcommit. If Ali plays this out right, he can actually get a goal out of this. Shot is there, but Led with the save. Something I've already seen on the side of Momentum they need to watch out for is overcommitment. Same actually on the side of Forge right now, because they've already made some overcommits, just like right here. And guess it, just has a free goal for him.
Puts it up 1-0 to Momentum. And we'll see. Forge has plenty of time to bring it back here, but you can definitely see those overcommits coming from both teams. That one from Forge crucially left that last man forwards up. And now we see some demos coming out. And more! Led gone from the back line. Momentum deleting the entire Forge deep. Whoa! Almost an insane double tap, but it's saved away. And that is a counterattack from Zamberg on the Forge side.
Yeah, no one expected that save. And yes, goes a bit harder the challenge. Maybe should have waited a bit longer so he could 50 the opponent easier. But really well done from the offense of the side of Forge. Really well played out. Overcommit again. Both teams really need to focus on that because that's going to cost them a lot of goals.
Definitely. But also that defense from Forge so far. I mean, they're preventing some of these very impressive shots from Momentum from going in. And now we see there's a lot of space being given to Led. Led looking for the double tap. Caught on the backboard by Ali. And now it's Ali going up into the wall, looking for the 50 against Rexo. Rexo tries to get a middle. Looking for potential pass. Denied immediately. And Momentum once again going on the counter. Ali down to middle for Nix. Oh. Saved away.
He doesn't have any boost. Tries to work with the flick, but doesn't get too much power on it. Sankies taking control, trying to get it to the middle. Gets 50, but the ball is still somewhere in a favorable place for them. It's eventually Led who shoots it away. Dixie gets it out, passes to the middle to NKS. NKS tries to hit him back, but just about misses.
The ball is just sort of jumping around both sides of the field now. The teams are starting to notice that a little bit of overcommitting that they've been doing. I think they might be playing a little bit safer. But now we see Led hitting it onto the backboard. NKS goes up onto the backboard, going to clear it away. He gets it over one into the Forge corner. Led now looking to take it back to Momentum. Zamberg denied by NKS. Now it's Rexo taking control of the ball.
See with the challenge high up, it's Eliu who takes it over, tries to get it to the middle, but doesn't get past the first defender he comes up against. And it's Zamberg tries to get the pinch, but NKS is a step ahead of him. Zamberg once again with a good touch to the side. Eliu takes it over, tries to go for a double touch, doesn't quite get the touch he would have liked. Led then completely goes past the ball. This is a chance for NKS, but he doesn't reach it in time. Both teams are really fighting it out in the midfield right now.
Both teams are keeping very, very good defense. Not letting the ball through, but as I say that, might be a little bit awkward for Momentum, but it will be kept away by Eliu on the backboard. And now, Inducky has no boost. Emos coming from Zamberg on the NKS. Both got eliminated from the game for 3 seconds there. Maybe killed some of the momentum. Or almost going middle. Led looking for the shot. Zamberg can't quite get it. And now it's Rexo onto the backboard.
Liu with the clear. Sandberg takes it up. Has some boost to the left in the chamber. Can he do a flip reset? He tries to go for it. But the 50 is already there. The Rexo tries to pass it once again into the middle. No teammate to be found right there. Then there's two at once. This is a moment for NKS where he can break out, but it takes a little bit too much time. So Led can actually recover his mistakes. Rexo goes for the shot. A bit wide. And the ball is cleared once again.
You know, we definitely have seen a fair bit of that physicality from both teams, but I think there might be a bit more coming up in the game. But now we can see Forge putting a lot of offensive pressure, but that might be a quick one. You snipes it from afar, puts it just past the last man, Rexo. I think Rexo overcommitted just a bit there, third man, leaving a very nice opportunity for Aliu.
Yeah, he didn't really overcommit because he didn't commit, but he positioned himself a bit wrong. He went to the side where the ball was. It wasn't ideal for him. The defending wasn't great, and it cost them a goal against him, so that's a shame to see. But they still have 20 seconds to do something about it. They've been the offensive team for the last few minutes, so they can definitely do something about it.
They can, but they don't have much time. Led out to the backboard. Zandberg with the shot. Goes backward again. Led with the shot. Forge, bring it back. Tie up the game with 3 seconds left on the clock.
Multiple times to the backboard is so difficult to defend because you think it's going to be a shot on target. So you jump for it, but then it touches the backboard and then you're flabbergasted from where the ball is going. And then eventually Led actually puts it in on those critical 0 seconds. This is every game, of course, in RC counts. It's not the best of 5 where it doesn't matter if you lose a game. It's just 4 games, and if you lose one, you have really lost one.
That is true there. I kind of wanted Aliu to get that 0-second goal, but now we all found ourselves in overtime. Both teams tied up, looking very, very even on the field. Rexo gonna try to get the ball mid-led, taps it over one. Ducky is gonna 50 it away, and now it's NKS. Bumped away immediately, and now Zandberg also bumped away. There's that physicality that both teams strive heavily in, and Aliu goes past Forge defense.
Rexo did really not expect this, by the way. Aliu with an amazing touch, hitting it with the bottom of his car so the ball doesn't bounce off his car and it keeps it low. Rexo totally jumped over it. It's really well done by Aliu.
That was a very, very nice first game coming here. Seeing a fair good amount of shots from both teams. And both teams holding very well in defense. I think this is saying a lot that for what might come up in the rest of the series. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than we originally thought.
Yeah, definitely. But it's also the thing I said. First match is most likely going to go to momentum as the side of Forge thinks and maybe also knows they should have win this series, maybe could have even swept. So they're caught off guard. They thought it's going to be an easy throw. Oh, we're just going to play our game. And then now this momentum fighting back with everything they got unexpectedly. So it's not a way to drop a game.
That is very true. But now we need to see Forge get a nice win streak going on here if we want to keep our predictions alive. But Momentum are going to do pretty much everything they physically can to keep that Forge offense from breaking into their defense.
Yeah, the momentum is the best. The momentum for Momentum is now the thing they can carry on to win another match, actually. Because now they've got the feeling like, hey, we can actually win. It was an overtime first match and we still put it in at the end. So we can actually take a few games of them, even though they are second.
And that is very, very true. That momentum that, funny enough, Team Momentum has coming into the second game here. That was almost a great slot from Rexo, but it was just off onto the backboard. I see two of the Forge defense going for one of the boosts, but now Zandberg forced to make a save. Led and Zandberg both up, but Led gets enough time to clear it away. Out to Rexo. Rexo tries to put it on for a pass. Aliu must fix it away. And now, Momentum has the counter.
Gonna be Rexo trying to put it forward once again, but NKS takes it over, tries to get it to the middle, but Led with the big bang. And both teams are holding up quite well till this moment. Both in offense, both in defense. Nothing looking too shabby. It's Eliu trying to pass to his teammate. He doesn't receive it and gets there with the shot. The squishy save is attempted, but it's failed.
I do like to see that if you watch Ducky, he goes for the bump on lead, which might have scared him into going for that squishy save, make himself a little bit more awkward, showing the physicality that we've seen that both these teams really do enjoy. That gives momentum, the early lead, and Aliu gets a demo on Rexo. Ball hovering around the Forge defense, but taken away by Zandberg.
Eliu here with the touch, gets it to the backboard. Zandberg there, passes it to the middle to Led. Led is there, can he get the shot on? No, he fakes it. Rexo with the shot, Eliu with the save, keeping it out, but the offense isn't over. Zandberg once again goes from the scene, doesn't have any boost, leaves it over to Led, but Led can't get the touch in. That can be dangerous.
Rexo does pass it out for Led, but the NKS gets there. Aliu for the 50. Zandberg now 1v1, and Ducky couldn't quite clear it away, but does buy enough time for his team. Not enough for NKS to get some boost. That demo from Ducky, though, will help relieve the pressure from Forge, but now there's a pass Led. Gonna try to keep it going. And Aliu does miss his clear. Rexo looking for the pass into mid. Maybe a flip reset, but it's gonna be denied by NKS. And now, momentum once again on the counter. Now it's Led.
I'm missing a bit of pressure on the side of Forge. They're most times in front, just like this moment again, but there's nothing there, no one there to pick up that ball. It was a decent center, okay, the bounce was a bit unfortunate, but if the rotations and the positionings is alright overall the team, there should be someone there to just step that one in. So that's something Forge can definitely work on. Their offensive pressure is like a balloon with a big gap in it.
Definitely Forge. They get a lot of great opportunities, but there's no one there to keep those opportunities going along. See if Zandberg can do something. Flip reset over the Aliu. Manages to flex his car around and get the save. And now going for the counter attack. Ducky looking for the pass into middle. Tries to put it past. And now to Aliu. Back onto the backboard. Denied by Rexo. And Rexo's going to keep this one going. And there's NKS. Keeping the ball around middle, but Led. Looking for the backboard. Aliu denies.
Eliu tries to put it up again, doesn't have any boost, uses a wall that's in his advantage to keep some momentum. It's Led going next to the ball, not something he's wished for. NXS, can you do something with it? No. Zandberg takes it off of him, the demo is found, Led has picked up the boost, can go for the demo, tries to go for the bump, but doesn't quite reach it. Both teams are still really trying to get that one goal, only there's a lot of misses at the side of Forge, not something I would have expected if I looked at the stats.
I can see Aliu here. He's very much holding that backline of momentum, already on 6 saves with both of his teammates on none, and almost going to get the next goal for momentum, but it is denied. Rexo going on the counter. 50s with NKS down to Aliu, and now to Aliu once again on the ball. Gets a clear. But Zandberg sends down, and NKS back to Ducky, denied by Led. And that's a little bit of an awkward touch. Maybe giving momentum some chance, but a bit of a misread. Gives some chance for Forge, but that save. Once again, we see those saves all coming from Aliu on that defense line.
Yeah, he is a bit delayed here. Both players waiting in front of the net. It was a really good save, the first one. Also a really creative offense from the side of Forge. But this is a really good commit. Double commit all as well from momentum. And then it's just open and wide. They fought well. The defense was good enough. But not. But at the end, Forge still betters it.
Forge put some very good offense at the end. Pass into the middle. Did get both momentum to commit for it. And now Led going to try and make a 2 with 20 seconds left. Zandberg looking for the pass into the middle. Rexo decided not to go for that. Now it's Aliu on the counter attack. Looking for 1v1, trying to go over. Rexo denies. Now it's NKS. Just hitting one, and Led going to take it away. Let the clock drain out.
It's gonna seem like we're gonna go to another overtime. Only two games overtime as well. So this is already cost. This is gonna be a really close series till the end. And as we here are in the overtime. Will be Momentum already securing their at least draw for this match by winning another game and being on 2-0, or it's gonna be the side of Forge doing something back. It's gonna be almost Momentum. That was really close, only in the first few seconds.
My favorite defender. Oh, there is a nasty demo from Led, getting rid of NKS from the backline of Momentum, leaving a very nice open shot for Rexo.
He already bumped him at the start there, and he probably couldn't have done anything about it anymore. But Led still thought, well, no, what? It isn't enough. Let's just get rid of him entirely. Make a little smoke screen so the rest can't see if the ball goes in or if it goes wide. Whatever to do. Really well played by him.
Definitely. I think Forge definitely have a bit of an upper hand in this series. They're getting a lot more opportunities. They're just failing to keep the pressure going. We could see Alu, he got 7 saves. A lot of them could have been very detrimental if Forge had kept the pressure going, making him just not being in the net.
Yeah, exactly. 7 saves says a lot. And maybe this is the moment for Forge to use the thing they use, demos. Just get rid of LEU and you have so much more space. Of course, you still have Daiki and NKS in the defense, but LEU is right now by far the best defender on that team. So if you get rid of him, you might have some more opportunities to score goals.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Alu, he's kind of got infinitely more saves than his teammates right now. He was definitely holding that backline very, very nicely. Now we're going to head into game number 3. 1-1 in the series. So far, both games overtimes. So I think this is going to swing either way. Led gets possession immediately, tries to put it behind Alu. That's Alu going on the counter up for Ducky. Couldn't quite read it, and now NKS sends it into the corner. Zamberg misses, and Ducky taps it up for Alu. Alu into the corner. Can he get the corner read? Will be cleared away. Led.
Ooh.
Get the redirect. I like to see that. You know, oh, double commit, but it almost works. Paul just putting on some very, very good attacks right now.
We see some interesting attacks. Shame Led missed that redirect. Could have been already a quick 1-0, which they could really use. Here then, a demo coming out on NKS. What I said for Forge, go do the demos. They actually listened and they're trying to do it now, making some space for themselves.
I mean, I've already seen like 3 or 4 demos in the first minute of this game. Teams are blowing up everyone right now. And Momentum do get a bit of a counter-attack, but Rexo will be there. NKS now tapping it up for middle. Alu couldn't quite get it. Rexo now on the ball, looking to try to get it past Ducky, but Ducky clears it away. Led taps it into the corner. Ducky right there for it. NKS can't quite get the shot. Led taps it over. Alu, once again, keeping that ball away from the net of Momentum.
Samberg trying to get another opportunity at the goal. Pass to the backboard. Tries to get it high actually over NKS. It doesn't get the power quite right. It's Led with a 50, but LEU takes it away from him. He's quicker than both his opponents, so gets quite far. But eventually he comes up against Samberg, who takes it off the wall, tries to control it, doesn't get too far. There's a dunk there that almost ends up being a goal. But luckily enough for the side of Forge, that doesn't happen to be. It's still Led, trying to keep the offense going. Rexo is up, a bit too late. Ball to Ducky. Ducky doesn't get it. NKS here with the save. Awkward touch. Led can be quick, but is a little bit too slow. And like this, both teams are both in offense and defense quite a lot.
There, both teams' defense are holding up very, very nicely. I've seen some good saves from both sides. And this time, Alu isn't the only one on Momentum with the saves. Rexo is bumped away by Ducky. And NKS going on the counter. Led is just sort of following the ball wherever it goes. Looked a little bit awkward there. Now it's Ducky going on the counter attack. Led bumps his own teammate out the way. Alu fakes that. NKS not going to go. Led with the interesting wave dash shot. Almost works. NKS taps onto the backboard. Gets the shot. The tap over Rexo, and now I see some more demos coming out from Momentum, just removing the Forge opponents from the play.
That's the thing that you need to do when you're under pressure, just relieve the pressure, and that they do. by demoing those opponent players. Here they're a bit too close together. It's still a problem they struggle with. The positioning of your team, of your entire team, is something Forge can definitely work on. But well, they are still on offense, so they're doing something right. Sandberg tries to go for the bump here, doesn't get it, but Rexo eventually puts it in.
I see another attempt on the squishy save now. Alu goes up inside the post. It looks like he got his front heels off as he jumped.
Yeah, he did get bumped. Just the latest second, Sandberg actually touched him, and that's why his flip almost didn't do anything, so he couldn't reach the ball on time. I think else he would have actually got the save.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but very, very good bumps. Now Rexo looking for the backboard, couldn't quite get it. Zambberg can't get the shot. Led and Zambberg up for that one, and Led out for middle. Alu denies. Rexo now. And Forge seem to be figuring out what that issue they've been having with their pressure is, but all of them were very far forwards there. Could be a little bit dangerous, but they did get back in time, and they're just holding that ball. But now Alu going on the counter, looking for the pass. Yes. There it is!
That was really well played by Elliot, taking all the time, doing the one little jump, which confuses Led really much. He had to make a choice, he passed it eventually, and Dike just puts it in the other corner. Really well played at the side of Momentum. And once again, we're at a 1-1 scoreline.
This is a very, very close series. I think a little bit closer than pretty much everyone was expecting. Both teams are holding up very equally. And Forge are slowly figuring out what's been missing in their offense, but now it's a Ducky going for the pass into middle. Rex on the counter attack. Gonna try pass in middle. There it is. Led was already up for that. I like to see the pre-jumped attempt, but now it's Ali on a 1v1 with Zambberg. Tries to get a bump at Zambberg. Does get around. Oh. There's a bump. Oh, Alu! That is nasty.
It just comes out of the back of the net. I don't know if you can actually see it. Yeah, there we go. He jumps off the ceiling at the back and then bumps the last defender. Bumps Rexo and then puts it in. Really well played by him. A deserved lead for them right now with a 2-1 scoreline.
That was a very impressive shot coming from Alu. Now there's 30 seconds left for Forge to reply and respond to that. See what they can do. Zambberg getting rid of Alu, noticing what he can do on the field, so just get rid of him entirely. Now Ducky gets a demo on Rexo. Alu going for a flip reset. Can he get it onto the backboard? No one there to follow it up. Led 50s it away. Now it's Ducky. 9 seconds left. Ball in Forge half, and the time's just dripping away. Can Forge get that last goal? They need to bring it to overtime. 0 seconds, and NKS is gonna put it down 2-1 to Momentum.
Yeah, actually really unexpected, certainly if we looked at the stats. But Momentum is just playing better. They got their offense right. They got the pressure right. Forge is really struggling with the positioning as a team. They're not the field domination they have, of the field covers they have. They all cover the same part. They're really close to each other. And sometimes that works in your benefit, but against Momentum it doesn't really help a single bit. It's something they really have to work on, space out a bit more, so then you can also do those passes which these players are really good at.
Definitely, when a team starts to find each other on the field, it makes it a lot more difficult for the other team that's on defense to read where the shot is. Every pass to your other teammate opens up a new angle for the defense to get a save on. Makes it very difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna be the last match for this series. Forge against Momentum. Momentum right now has a 2-1 lead. We all expect that Forge to have this. Will they be able to get it to a draw? Or is it gonna be the side of Momentum who takes a 3-1 win home here?
Forge are definitely going to be looking at putting it into a draw here. But Momentum, again, having that momentum coming into this game, see what they can do to keep Forge away from that draw. Zambberg taps it out onto the backboard. Alu does get it. Now it's Alu once again on the ball. Led denies Ducky. Tries to pinch it away, and now it's Zambberg going for the pass into middle. Now Rexo. Forge are going for the ball a bit more in that offense, but there's a pass. It will be denied by Led. Rexo with the demo on Alu. Zambberg now hitting it into the Momentum defense.
Sandberg right there, tries to get a touch, misses it, and it's Rexel with the shot, a good demo of Led, and Led actually steals the goal as well. That's quite risky, but he's done it. Really well done here of Led, making this entire play, doing this demo, which is really important. Stealing it still, that was actually really close to hitting it out.
You know, he decided that the demo wasn't enough, that the goal should be his as well. Touching a great pass. Love to see it, and now Sandberg going on to the backboard, denied by NKS into the corner. Sandberg actually taps it around his own teammate. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication, but now it's Rexo into mid for Led. But there's a little bit of a bump. NKS looking for the shot. Sandberg will deny. And Momentum are going to need to get at least one goal to tie it up with Forge.
It's gonna be Daiki. He's passed to the wall. Rexo is there first, but the touch is still made by the opponent. Sandberg tries to get a flip reset in here, but doesn't get the second touch. Led with the touch to the middle, leaves to Liu. NKS with the redirect. It's quite a nice shot, but it just goes high.
My favorite defender of all time is the crossbar. It's always in the right place, just to deny some of the sneaky shots that teams try to put on. And that crossbar there, nice momentum of tying up this game. And now Led taps it back, tries to get it for awkward for NKS, but NKS taps into the corner for Aliu. Aliu now. But Led actually taps it back into the middle from the NKS. And it's Rexo on the counter-attack. Flip reset. No reset, actually. That does fake out the momentum defense. Now it's Aliu once again on the counter.
It's gonna be the side of Momentum looking for a second goal with a really good fake by Sandberg. Makes sure of it that doesn't happen. It's Led. Can you do something with it? Gets bumped away, does get the touch, but it's not enough to get past Liu. Liu tries to go for the ground pinch here, doesn't get too much power, so Sandberg takes it over. Sandberg on the wall. Unfortunate touch there. It gets Led into the middle, but as well there, Led is demo, the double demo there, so the counter attack instantly is live, but another demo makes sure that it dies.
Led was a little bit awkward there, but he did manage to get a nice backwards flick over. I don't know who it was on Momentum, but he got it nice and over. And now it's Rexo tapping in middle for the shot. Led couldn't quite get it in. Denied again by Aliu. And now it's Sandberg. Taps it. Aliu didn't quite have enough boost to get to that. Now it's Ducky. Gonna put it into the corner. Led though. Gonna keep it away. Bit of an awkward touch. NKS does try his best, but actually leaves Forge with a rather easy counter attack. Aliu does tap it away. And Momentum once again trying to go for a counter. There's a demo or bump coming from Aliu, but Rexo didn't get there in time. There's a pass. Aliu tries to put it back for NKS, but it is read by the Forge defense. And Forge right now not letting anything from Momentum past.
No, they're right. Their defense is excellent at the moment. Really well thought though, on the side of Momentum. Going for the passing play right there. The shot of NKS would have always been saved. But sending out the passing play to have a higher percentage chance of scoring is really well done. Now the side of Forge is almost really close to scoring. But we have Duxie getting some bumps in, making sure their goal is going to be secure for now.
Now it's NKS. Pass out to Aliu. Aliu going onto the backboard. Denied by Rexo. And Momentum are starting to run out of time. 1 minute left for them to get one goal. But that Led donates the last goal to them. Misreads the bounce a little bit, and it flies right over his head.
No, he got faked by a
Rexo
went for it. It's easy communication because Rexo should have, first of all, never gone for the ball because it was always Led. It was always the ball for Led. But still, just someone always hang tight to it, hang to what you say. I will go, and then you actually go. Prefer a double commit over not a commit, and then this happens.
Definitely, and that's going to be very nice for Momentum. Momentum are definitely going to very much appreciate that. Puts them back in this game and puts them in the contenders for the 3-1. And now Forge, once again, got some work cut out to give them a win here. Now Sandberg taps in middle. NKS going to keep it away. Sandberg once again going middle. Aliu gets faked out. Sandberg with the bump break. So looking for the shot. NKS with the deny. And Forge holding that ball against Momentum defense. And now it's Aliu going on the counter attack. Making Led a little bit awkward and grabbing his boost. And Forge are going to get ball possession and get a clear.
Eventually it is Sandberg who pushes it away, but the defense of the side of Momentum can't really get it away well enough, so it's still side of Forge. That's a great fake there. It was a miss, but sadly enough, no one can reach the ball in time. And so we go to the third overtime of this series.
The amount of overtimes we've seen definitely speaks to how equally matched these two teams are. NKS tries to put it away early on for Momentum, but again, that crossbar keeping it out. NKS now tapped into the top for middle, and Momentum not letting that ball out, but there's a clear from Zamberg.
NKS on the wall, tries to make a last moment effort for it, tries to get it in the center, but Led is there in time to pass it away. Aliu ball up in the middle, opponents are challenging. That's an awkward pinch, it can actually go in. It just went wide. Rexa has an awkward touch here, leaving it for the opponent. Sandberg passes it to NKS almost, but Led is just in time to get another dodge. Balls once again into the middle, awkward clears all over the place for Forge right now.
Forge and Momentum are holding very nicely in the defense right now. Aliu gets to clear away Rexo. Sidewall Zamberg back to middle. Now it's Ducky gonna clear it away. Led gonna go for the catch, take possession, get it over one, but loses the ball. Zamberg going for the clear as well, and Aliu gonna deny. Bit of an awkward touch, puts it in the middle for Forge, but no one could really do anything with it. And now there's a dunk coming out just off demos from Led on Aliu, pass it to middle. Ducky does get the save and keep Momentum in this overtime.
It's gonna be Led trying something nice, goes for the flip resets, but just can't get it on target. Sandberg then takes it over, tries to get it in the middle, but Doxy is a little bit too close. It's gonna be Rexo having really good area control there, but it's just Aliu waiting for him to touch the ground, going for the Cocksure pinch, but doesn't get quite the right angle and power on it here. Good pass to the middle. Sandberg tries to get a touch in between, and so he does. It's gonna be Led. Has some decent amount of boost to make something of it, but doesn't quite get the touches he would have liked. This is an awkward touch from NKS. It can only go in, but the save is still made. Led with a shot and a double save there needs to come out from NKS.
We've been in 2 minutes of overtime, and both teams have had very good opportunities, but both the crossbar as well as the actual defense of the team have been holding any sort of shot out of that net. And Forge putting on some nice pressure here. Rexo tries to get a past NKS. Not much boost, but he is going to do what he can. Goes for the 50 against Led. Does manage to win it. A little bit awkward. Sandberg gets away. Led does try to pick it over Ducky, but Ducky does get the save. Rexo out for middle. Aliu realizes he can't quite reach that. Zamberg going out for mid once again, and now it's Aliu going onto the backboard. Led is there, hits it away. NK is looking for the shot. Led there again to deny, and now it's Ducky putting it back into the middle.
So with the touch there, doesn't quite get enough of what he wanted. Sandberg then off the sidewall tries to go for the sidewall read. Does get it, but not the touch he would have liked. And it's Led gonna get 50. They're gonna even get them out. Now they have some space free up, so they can make use of it, but they don't, because Rexo is quite quick to be there. Sandberg with the shot, but the save value.
Both teams are holding very well in defense, especially Momentum right now. Ball's been in their heart for some time, but that pass and shot play from Forge, Rexo putting a very nice pass off the sidewall right there for Zamberg. Zamberg around Aliu. That gives Forge game 4 win, making it a draw.
Yeah, Forge can actually be really happy with this. At the end, really good pass from Rexo, a nice shot from Sandberg, but still, there is so much more quality in the team of Forge that hasn't been used this match. It's quite sad actually, because their offense, I mean their defense and midfield was actually pretty good. They were overpowering Momentum every single second, but their offense is just something different. The pressure, the rotations there, they were basically just awful.
Yeah, they tended to just not keep their pressure going for very long, and they gave some very nice opportunities for Momentum. I mean, that last accidental fake from the teammate led to the game 4 overtime, but the Forge did manage to wrap it up, bring that game to a win. And both teams, I think they both played very, very well. A little bit of cleaning up Forge can do on the rotations, and other than that, it was very close.
Yeah, definitely. There are improvements for Forge. Momentum played a really decent game for sure. If you've seen the scores against this Forge, they've played really well. But that's going to be it for now. We're going to have a quick break, and then we will be back in around 20 minutes with the next match.
Awesome, thank you. Awesome!
Mexico, let's go there. Yeah, sex is slow, I don't care. Where we go as long as I'm there with you, just like we used to do.
Amazing highs. I know you hate the way that I do just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Thought that the day ones would last, no. They wanna be just like you. Friends turn and they lose. 45 and I'm gone. Feel alive when I'm torn. No, I waste all my time feeling lesser. Don't wanna mess up. Know that I'm blessed, it's been emotional. Listen, I hope you know all of the pain that you caused me. It helped me grow. I can't feel anymore. I know I've been ignoring the things that I live for, the life that I give, and I feel like I could have done better. So I keep running faster than ever. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. The world is such a wreck, I know I'm a mess, nothing less. I keep running fast, I keep running faster. You said that you wish I'd go. Why you live in a world so cold? I got just enough to get you up. It feels like I'm losing touch, I'm not enough. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, said they proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a track, now they proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, said they proud of me. Woke up to a text, said they proud of me. Said they proud of me. Should've never ever doubted me. Now I'm living drop top fantasies. Dressing for this life, yeah, it's meant to be. Got you feeling stuck in that rut life. Now you're trying to be my friend. It's always fake love in the end. I don't wanna be your friend. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, said they proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a track, now they proud text, say they proud of me. Woke up to a text, say they proud of me. Say they proud of me.
Go to prom night, high school, I might get it. I can't leave till I just finish. You're too drunk to drive me home, so let's stay up and let's not go. I said, shawty, break it down for me if I ask to. I'll be stuck with an F cause my paper passed due. And I remember when we met inside that first classroom. We would cheat, we would ditch, we would kiss after school. High school, I might get it. I can't leave till I just finish. I'm too drunk to drive you home, so let's stay out and let's not go.
Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, said they proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a check, now they proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, say they proud of me. Woke up to a text, say they proud of me. Say they proud of me.
I got too much on my mind right now. Too much going down right now. Will I wake up before I hit the ground? How do I escape my troubled mind? Need to slow it down right now. Kick it with some slate, just cool it down. I believe in me, myself, oh my. I'ma just do me, live my life. I've been losing in this face. My mind has got me losing my own race. If I moved, then would I get away? I can't help but thinking of your face. My head's been turning navy, I've been going crazy. I just need to get off this ride for a while. I've been gone lately, spaced out, just faded. I think I need to go through each day at a time. I gotta keep track of my focus. Lot of people thinking they can own it. Girl, that's why you left, I saw your motives. Left me feeling dead, but hey, I chose this. Now I drink too much, need new doses. I will miss you, hope you get your roses. I'll keep writing down what my soul says, and try and let go of the old days. I got too much on my mind right now. Too much going down right now. Will I wake up before I hit the ground? How do I escape my troubled mind? Need to slow it down right now. Kick it with some slate, just cool it down. I believe in me, myself, oh my. I'ma just do me, live my life. How would you notice? How would you notice if I just let go? How would you notice? How would you notice if I just let go? How would you notice? How would you notice if I just let go? How would you notice? How would you notice if I just let go? I got too much on my mind
caught up in the matrix. Have to keep waiting, I gotta be patient. What's up with all these people hating? Yeah, anytime I gotta switch lanes, always gotta be real, ain't no time to change. In my head, but I got better things. Feeling love all through my veins, yeah. It is really nice to meet ya, yeah. I'm a teacher, got different things to teach, yeah. But it don't really matter. Give you my love on a platter. I can see it in your eyes. I thought that I trusted you, but all you do is lie. But you really know that ain't different. Heart so cold, yeah, you can see me shivering. Am I the one to blame? Ain't playing all these games, but look how I have changed for you. I hope you know that you are on my mind. Promise I won't waste no time. Got down but now I climb. Said I would make it, feeling so lost, I feel caught up in the matrix. Have to keep waiting, I gotta be patient. What's up with all these people hating? Yeah, I go running a maze, forgetting all those days, left them in the haze. It's better there, wasting my moment, love like us, okay, and she played with it, she broke it, yeah. I don't care, I thought it would be better. Hate it, I put in this effort, yeah. Hate it, I put in this effort. Yeah, want it to be bad. I hope you know that you are on my mind. Promise I won't waste no time. Got down but now I climb. Said I would make it, feeling so lost, I feel caught up in the matrix. Have to keep waiting, I gotta be patient. What's up with all these people hating? Yeah, I hope you know. I hope you know.
One for the money, two for the hoes. I got nobody, I'm on my own. Yeah, I'm on my own. No one to trust, so I'm fine all alone. I don't wanna say good riddance, but you let me down, wasn't with it. I don't even know what I'm living for. You held me down, couldn't pivot from the hell I made that I live in. I guess I just have to finish your plan of destruction to end what we love, to cut ourselves off and keep holding a grudge. I guess being rich was just never enough to save what we love for our death from above. One for the money, two for the hoes. I got nobody and I'm on my own. Yeah, I'm on my own. No one to trust, so I'm fine all alone. I'm so sick of this way of life. Love has failed, I can do no right. Pray to God that I'll see the light. If I say I'm fine, then it's all just lies. I feel the darkness around me. I know my demons surround me. Even the light that I held close was absent the moment they found me. Where do I run? Tell me, where do I turn to escape my head filled with trouble and hurt? The blood on my shoulders has soaked through my skin. I bang on the door, but they won't let me in. Don't want to drift away into the past, but I just can't get over all that I had. All that I lost when I found what I sought. Let myself go just to get what I've got. One for the money, two for the hoes. I got nobody and I'm on my own. Yeah, I'm on my own. No one to trust, so I'm fine all alone. I'm so sick of this way of life. Love has failed, I can do no right. Pray to God that I'll see the light. If I say I'm fine, then it's
really ain't trying to concern you, but lately I've been a mess, and it's been pretty concerning how all my color turned gray. I hate when shit is out of my control, and lately shit been out of my control. So I've been running fast in my head, trying to erase these thoughts, yeah, trying to find peace inside, but that shit's been hard to find. I cannot see it here, I cannot see it here. So I need to get away. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Forever in my heart, but I need a new start, and find the happy me again. And clear sky, yeah, there will be, and one day I'll come home and better me. I really ain't trying to concern you, but lately I've been a mess, and it's been pretty concerning that all these colors turn gray. They say you can't find happiness where you've lost it, and I've lost it here. I cannot see it here, I cannot see it here. So I need to get away. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Forever in my heart, but I need a new start, and find the happy me again. And clear sky, yeah, there will be, and one day I'll come home and better me. But for now, I'll be over the hills and far away. 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 But don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Don't miss me too much, I know I'm gonna miss you, darling. Forever in my heart, but I need a new start.
I'm on a mission to find myself. Lately I'm off it, coughing. These meds I take put me in a coffin. More often than not, I'm distraught, all alone in my room with the lights out. Even when it's nice out, I'm lazy. Really wish you see me on the daily. Lately I've been feeling crazy, baby. I don't wanna talk. I can tell she faking. She only hit me at 1 o'clock. My brain, she's staying like sidewalk chalk. Everywhere I look, all I see are chemicals. Think she got me hooked. I feel it in my genitals. Ring me like a buck and play me like a cassette tape. I wait when you with me, pigs fly great. By day, better get here by the by day. Irate the way that I be feeling, I've been irate. Why wait? Lately, I've been feeling crazy. I'm not that much to see, so why everybody tryna look at me? Oh, it's getting hard to see.
I'm the sun that will not move. Do you think you are? Who do you think you
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have taken a quick little break so we can get started for the next match. As you can see, we have also had a substitute come in. We have left Lolly behind in the chambers, and we have taken Cynics next to me.
It's great to be here for the second game of the stream. It's going to be another Premier game, so I'm really excited to see the speed of the players coming in through this game as well. And the last series ended 2-2, so a draw from the Forge and Momentum guys. So I did expect, as you guys, the Forge game players to come out a little bit stronger, but in the end, Momentum showing up very strong. So that's nice to see from their side as well.
Yeah, of course. Really strong game from Momentum, but we can already take a look at the next match, because last time we had the 3rd place against the 7th place, if I'm correct. This time we have it way closer. We can quickly go to the team stats. You will see that we have the 5th place against the 6th place. Really close to each other. The 5th place has played 4 games more, so there could be, right, for this game, for Shaman Esports, they could actually take a leap here.
Yeah, only 1 game separating them right now. Kronos taking 2 draws and a loss, while Shaman Esports with a win and a draw and a loss so far. So it's going to be super interesting to see where these teams stack up against each other. If we take a look at the players, though, it's going to be interesting to see how these players compare to each other so far. As we see, the Shaman Esports guys have only played 8 games so far, but a lot of goals from everyone as far as I can see.
Yeah, and the amount of saves from Clean also, we can take a quick look at that. 25 in total. That's quite a massive number, and the same as the side of Shaman Esports for IL. 18 saves in 8 games. That's also quite a bunch. So I'm expecting a good bit of defense, but also if you look at the goals from Shaman, for 8 games, that amount of goals is quite a lot.
Yeah, and I gotta say as well, looking at the 2 players that I think are gonna stick out there is Clean and IL. 87% goal participation and 71 goal participation. Looking like these players are gonna be really, really crucial for these teams.
Yeah, of course. You are, of course, a little bit into Shaman. You're not biased at all for this game. Who do you expect to be really the carrier, or like the best player of Shaman, or is the roster really, really equal to each other?
As far as I've seen, they're pretty close to each other. I know all of them are 2.2k plus as a team. The way I picked them up was they won the RSC monthly some time back, right before the season started. So, and they won that and played really well. So I just picked them up, going off of that. And so far, picking up a win, hoping to get another one here. I don't know who you think are going to win this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult, because of course if we look at the side of Kronos, they have already lost 7 matches, only won 5, so they are in the negative number for that. And the side of Shaman only has played 8 games instead of the 12 Kronos has played. So I think they can actually take a big leap here in terms of wins, but it's gonna be difficult because Kronos, they still have won 5 games. It's not a bad team.
Yeah, for sure. So going into predictions, who do you think is going to take it home?
I mean, I'm not gonna have a biased prediction. I'm actually gonna think it's gonna be a draw. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be a draw. I think Shaman is gonna be the better team overall, but it's gonna be Kronos who saves it at the end of the day. 1 overtime, makes a goal in the last second.
Yeah, so interesting prediction there. I'm gonna go for 4-0 for Kronos.
No.
I'm just kidding. I gotta believe in my boys. I think it's gonna be 3-1. Can't count them out for at least a game, but hopefully they can go for the 4-0. But I'm gonna stick to the 3-round for now. As me myself, I always struggle to get the 4-0 wins, so I wouldn't be surprised if the other Shaman teams also struggle for that.
It's gonna be difficult. For surely mostly the first game, as I just said at the last series as well. First game, you're still gonna get used to each other a little bit. You don't know how the other team is gonna play. So first game is really a moment where I think Kronos is gonna take the first game. Because Shaman doesn't know what they're up against, and they know they're a good team, maybe a little bit overconfident. That, of course, depends on the players. Depends on their experience of how overconfident you are, how you play against certain players. But I think Kronos is gonna take the first game with surprise, with the demos, probably.
Yeah, and I do have a little bit of inside info, as this seems my team has not received the login info for the game, so I just provided them with that, so hopefully they can join up to the server as well. A little bit of technical problems as the manager is away for the team, so technical struggles starting it off from the start. Hopefully the boys can can come back from it though.
Yeah, luckily enough, we have you here, who was basically directly in touch with him, so quick message was more than enough to do it. But yeah, I still think Shaman is gonna be the better team, but I don't think they're gonna actually win the entire series. I think they're actually gonna struggle a little bit here and there.
Yeah, and as we've seen from the previous game as well, the team that thought was going to come out on top did struggle and only managed to get the 2-2 in the end. But we are into the first game. Kuzi, take it away.
It was already really close at the beginning. The first shot was already fired, but the save could be made from the side for Shaman. Then they try instantly to go on offense. Awkward touch by Spoots. It's gonna be Uni who could go, but decided not to go for the ball and do a fake challenge, which was really smart of it.
Yeah, it seems as Kronos has put out the sub here as Spoots joining the field as well. I don't know if he actually played the game before, but it's going to be super interesting to see what he can do. Shaman Esports, Eugene missing a touch, but Reesfog's just getting back to it, not letting the shot go on net. And then Vade tries for another shot. Reesfog can't take it, save. Spoots can't get the shot either though, but gets the double touch, and we're already 1-0 up.
You already thought it was wide. We're already calling like, oh, Spoots gonna get a shot, and I thought he's just going for a double touch. This is a player who has the quality to do such a thing. Shooting it instantly is way more difficult, or is way easier to save than going for a double touch. So really well played by him.
Yeah, I'm already didn't expect the level of play we're going to get here, as the teams are now starting to get into it with only 40 seconds played, and we're already 1-0 up for the Kronos side. It's going to be super interesting what happens next.
Jin tries to get something out of it. Ball passed into the corner. Bump on evade has been happened. Fox goes up. Can he get the double touch? Tries to get it. Just doesn't get the angle. Then there's the shot of Jin. Can he get it in? Yes, he does. Both teams very good with their offensive pressure.
Yeah, the boys not letting off the gas yet. Coming back into this game 1-1 with 4 minutes left to play. Already 2 goals with only 1 minute played. Super interesting to see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a difficult series for both teams if it's going to go on like this. It's going to be a long series as well, with all the goals being scored. Taking, of course, a few seconds to be dealt with. Here's a really good shot from Fox, but it doesn't eventually get it in because Clean was there to clean it up.
Bit of a double commit from Shaman, but they managed to get back on defense as well. Eugene staying really solid there. Fox already up for the touch, but can't really get it. And Evade gets out to Clean, tries for the shot, but can't get it on target. Spooks up as well, can't even get the target either. Evade again with the 4th shot or 5th shot, I don't remember, but can't get it on target yet. We're into the other side.
It's a really shame because they were so close to actually put it in, but then the last little touch just isn't enough every single time. The side of Kronos really need to step up their offensive game.
Yeah, Eugene now can take the ball out, doesn't have anyone with him, but goes for a flip reset. Did he get it? Spoots almost gets faked out by the shot. Ayala now going for the second shot, but can't really get it on, as Evade is there to take it out.
Clean, trying to get it forward, doesn't get very far without coming up against the L. It goes for the fake, does get it. Evade next to the ball as well, but it's Clean who can pick it up. Demo has been fouled, 50 has been fouled as well. Ball's gonna go into the middle. There needs to be a touch from the side of Shaman. Someone went at least for the challenge, which faked out the opponent at least. Shaman again, double commit, found once again. The power is just not there, but the touch was.
Yeah, Evade can take this out now, gets a couple of touches, but Eugene already there to take it out, and you see a bump on Clean, but Spoots just gets back in time. We're still 1-1 with the half of the game played. It's really interesting to see what's going to happen in this game.
Both teams started off pretty good with a quick goal. This can be a second goal for the side of Shaman if Ayala was quick enough, but sadly enough not. But it has been kind of slowed down. Both side of teams. They're both knowing of each other that they can score, so they're trying to put the brake on a little bit for their offense.
Yeah, and I gotta say, the Shaman boys putting in a little bit more shots so far into the game. Maybe having a little bit more control, getting a little bit more dangerous chances as AL gets the touch as nobody from Kronos can get to it in time. And all of a sudden we're 2-1 up.
It's Spoots there with quite a big misser. His positioning was quite awful, and sadly enough that leads to a 2-1 goal for the side of Shaman. And of course the people of Shaman were also in a position to score, so also well done on their end.
Yeah, putting a little bit of pressure now for Kronos to come back in the game. Spoots almost getting a good opportunity but can't really finish it, and they had a little bit of time left to get something going again, as they did start off the game but have kind of frozen off again as Eugene gets another shot and another goal.
This goal almost gets goal steal. I don't know if you saw it in the left top corner. RSC still tries to go for it, almost puts it out. He was really close to actually get it, but sadly enough he didn't. But also luckily enough he didn't, because he probably would have saved it.
Yeah, and 3-1 is the scoreline now. 1:30 remaining in the game. Can Clean maybe bring it back with a flip reset? But RSC is there to save it. Clean almost gets the touch it around the Shaman defenders, but can't really get it. Vade now trying to keep the pressure, but Eugene already up. RSC as well taking this out, but only as far as Spirits can get a touch, but only on the backboard, and IL to take it out.
You can see from the side of Kronos, they're trying to keep that offensive pressure there, but they're just a little bit too far away to actually keep the pressure on the opponent's team. RSC also not that good of a decision to go for that kind of touch. Could have just dribbled her on top of his car. There's still some errors to be fixed at the side of Kronos.
Yeah, Shaman maybe playing a little bit more confident with a bit more time under the belt together. As Kronos might be a new team. I'm not really sure how much they've played before together as a team. Maybe that paying off right now for Shaman, as they really seem to know where each other are going and each other are passing the ball around.
Yeah, true. I actually like to add +1 to that. The team of Shaman, they play as a team. I have the feeling at the Kronos it's just 3 players who know how to play as a team, but can't really do it yet. But the side of Shaman is really a team. The rotations are clean. I have not seen many mistakes. Of course, left or right they go for a dumb pre-jump, which they shouldn't do. But it's fun, and if you scored, you're a legend. So why not? But beside that, the rotations of them are perfect.
Yeah, and Shaman will take game 1, 3-1. And so far, Shaman, I have to say, the boys are turning up so far. I don't know, what do you think Kronos can do to come back into this?
I mean, they have to play just more as a team. Maybe go also get a little bit more demos and things like that. Disrupt the nice rotation of Shaman Esports, because that's the thing they get their strength out. Because they play as a team, they have a good rotation, they can find each other, they know how to communicate with each other. If you disrupt that, if you just bump one out, the rotation changes. And that's what you need really good communication for. And eventually you're gonna get irritated as well if you get bumped, so you're not gonna say anything, blah 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 blah. It's gonna get messy back there. That's the thing you want as Kronos, because then you can go on offense. They had a lot of offense, they had a lot of pressure, the shots are there for them, and then it's more likely to actually become a goal.
Yeah, interesting to see if Kronos can take this into the next game, as we are closing in on game 2. Can Kronos bring it back as Shaman leads 1-0?
We will see in the upcoming 5 minutes of game time. Jujin at the beginning with a good flick up to one of his teammates. He passes back, the pre-jump is there once again, and that's the thing they gotta be wary of, not get too overconfident.
Yeah, Spoos can get this out though. Is it in? I'm not pretty sure. He just goes off the side of the goal and couldn't really get the touch in. It was really no one from Shaman really backs it. All of them very far forward, very aggressive.
Yeah, they're playing a dangerous game right here. Also double committed once again, but Jin just gets the save out there. That's really lucky for the side of Shaman. Really caught lacking till now by the opponent's side.
Yeah, and as we say that, Evade gets a good shot, Eugene can't keep it out. The Shaman Esports defense maybe a little bit taking a beating right now, as they're not ready for his onslaught of Kronos, as they bring the second game back to 1-0.
Yeah, I felt like they were a bit overconfident at the beginning, instantly going for the pre-jump, which was really dangerous. So let's hope they're not going to be too overconfident for this entire series, because that could cost them quite a few games. At least here once again we have the side of Kronos attacking once again. It's already 2-0 within a minute.
Yeah, very good passing play here from the side of Kronos. Spirits putting it onto the backboard. Nothing IEL could do in Evade. Just very clean with the shot, putting it to the side.
the side of Kronos just needed some time to warm up. Now they actually have gotten the time. They are used to the opponent called Shaman Esports, and now they can start to play. Already 2 goals within a minute. This could be the third one. Clean this up, gets the double touch, can get a flip reset, doesn't get it through, but at least they were really close already.
Yeah, now then Shaman going on the attack again. Eugene gets it past the defenders, but nobody there to take the shot, and Evade already up to take this out. Gets a second touch as well, but can't really follow it up as the Shaman Esports defense can maybe take this control of this, but it looks a little bit uncontrolled, but in the end they get it to the other side. And now Kronos defense getting a little bit tested, but gets a demo to clear off the pressure from the Shaman side.
They are indeed getting tested, but not too heavily. The shots of Shaman are that dangerous, and once again on the backboard, sitting there flying, trying nice shots. It's not the advice I would give to them, because they can certainly do better than this 2-0 behind.
Yeah, Shaman Esports need to get things going into this second game if they want to come back, and AL, maybe this is the start of it. Clean up for it, but can take it out, but see if he gets a little bit of a fake. RSC up for the second touch as well, maybe gets the third, but Spirit on the backboard defense very strong. Shaman Esports offense once again shut down by the Kronos side.
RSC gets the touch, the demo on IL is there. Clean can pass to the middle to Evade. Evade with a powerful shot, but the save of Jujin is there, has been made. The 2-0 is still on the scoreboard, luckily enough for the side of Shaman. They really have to step up their game. We're already past the half mark, and they haven't really posed a big threat to the defensive net of the side of Kronos.
But here comes something though, as we say that. IL finds the open net as no one from Kronos really can get to it in time. And I was about to say earlier, what you said in the break between the games, that you wanted them to get a little bit more physical, and I must say I've really seen that from the Kronos side, getting a couple of demos here and there, trying to break up the rotations from the Shaman side. So really interesting to see that coming out from the Kronos boys.
It's almost as if I have some knowledge of the game, you would say, for all these hours I spent on this game. It's good to see it's actually working. I don't know if they're actually listening to us or not, but it's lovely to see that it works. It's lovely also to see some passing plays for the side of Shaman. It's just a shame it just didn't go in.
Yeah, very, very close. Now Evade can take it out for the Kronos boys. Almost trying for a passing play of their own, but can't really get it through Shaman defense. And now RSC getting a little bit of a flip reset play, but can't really get the touches on it. As Spirits take it down other side, can't really get it past IL though, as he takes it back out to the other side, and we get a little bit of a battle here in the midfield as both teams struggle to get control of the ball.
It's gonna be Spoots passing it to the defense off the side of Shaman. That's awful clear. Clean can pass it back to the middle. If it tries to go for the shot, but IL can luckily enough still get the touch. He will try to get another with a 50 with Spoots. RSC is on the wall there, takes his time, is looking to take it high. Clean is already pre-jumped, well waited for RSC. The flick is there, the save isn't, and so is the 2-0.
And IL again coming in for the open shot as most of the work is almost already done for the Shaman boys, as IL only taps it in. I don't know, he was on the backboard, he just couldn't get the touch to get the ball out of the danger zone.
Yeah, it was Evade. Evade just couldn't get it. He thought the ball was just going to go in, so yeah, I think he also went up to his crossbar. So sadly enough for him, he did not get it, and so it's 2-0 again. We started off with quite lacking Shaman Esports and a really motivated side of Kronos, but as the match has progressed, we have seen a difference between that. We have a Shaman who wants to attack, wants to score, wants to play well, and then with a Jujin, that is definitely possible.
Yeah, Shaman Esports really turning it back on its side this game, as you know, it's only 30 seconds left of this game. It's 2-2, but Clean can get a free shot on net as Yuyun just trying to throw himself at the ball but can't connect with it. And a free shot for the Kronos side.
Really
Turn it up.
It's not that good of a decision for Jujin to go for the ball like that. Straight on is never an answer. Just go from the post defending, or just do a little pre-jump at least. It's a shame to see a goal going in like that, but as well, credits to Clean with quite a powerful shot, and he instantly removes it all by just giving it to the opponents.
I'm not really sure what happened there for the Kronos. I just couldn't get any control on the ball, and there's Fox there to punish for it.
I think Spoots. Yeah, I think Spoots should have taken it away there, but they waited a bit too long. The communication wasn't there, and as you said, it's gonna be 3-3 again now. Both teams still need to score, or else we're gonna go into the overtime. This could actually be a great chance, but Rishrock shoots it wide.
Almost another really nice passing play by Shaman. He's already finished it, but IL again!
For the third time this game, puts it in with a much nicer shot this time, I gotta say. With a double tap off the goal line and Spoots and Clean just trying to get anything on it, but just couldn't just force it out.
There was a massive wall between IL and the goal. The wall was made out of Clean and Spoots, but still there was a little gap, and IL still managed to find it, securing the 4-3 score line, maybe securing the win for this game. And yes, they did. Shaman Esports 2-0 ahead. A sloppy game for them at the beginning, but they ended off really strong.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Shaman boys maybe slowing down, maybe taking it a little bit too easy, as they thought they could bring the second game home, as the first game was a win, but the Kronos boys really showing that these guys are not to be joked with. These guys are good. These guys can come out here to play, and really testing the Shaman players here in game 2, I gotta say.
Yeah, I hope Kronos can do a little bit more the next game, because at the beginning Shaman was, they were just quite bad. We can easily say that, because they ended up quite a lot better. Kronos should have taken more advantage from that moment. They could have easily made 2 or 3 more goals, and then it would have been a 5 scoring line for them. And then Shaman was in a bigger stress situation, and if you stress it a while in the game of Rocket League, it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, now you gotta say the demos that were coming out didn't really have the impact that I maybe wanted them to have. This they did get the demos, but it wasn't really the crucial demos that they needed for the Shaman side to be really affected by it, as the players that they were getting demos on wasn't really the ones that needed to take the ball. Maybe that is something they need to focus on for the next game, to just get that crucial player that isn't ready for the ball.
Yeah, definitely. The right players to demo. The good man, the defender, the last man is mostly important. The first man you can always leave behind, because that's on rotation anyway. He's probably in front of the ball, so you don't have to demo him. The third man is really important, because that's the last defender most of the times. If you can demo him, it's going to be really strong. We have a little disconnect from Spoots, so we will be back with our faces right here.
Yeah, and 2-0 so far for Shaman Esports. Maybe they can close it out. We will see what happens, but it's really interesting to see if they can get the 4-0 win or 3-1 win as I've predicted.
Yeah, for now it looks like a really strong game from their side. The only thing I'm scared of is that they're gonna do the same thing as they did at the beginning of this game, and they're gonna mess around a little bit again, trying to go for the nice the pre-jumps and the nice goals, and actually damaging the scoreline by getting some goals against themselves. They need to focus on that, but as long as they keep winning, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep going with the momentum that they have. And it's going to be interesting to see also what Kronos can do to bring this game back. What do you think is crucial for them to get going here, as they've gone 2 games down?
I think also their rotation is a bit messed up. They have a lot of double commits, or mostly in defense as well. They stress a lot, for my feeling. They don't really have like, okay, I go for the ball this time, then you go there, and then I go this time, and then there isn't really, for my feeling, a structure on who goes, and it isn't clear for all the players as well who goes for the ball, which creates a lot of stress. And if you don't know who is where and who's gonna go for which ball, you are certain to get a goal against you.
Yeah, and I do feel like they need to stop these passing plays coming out from the Shaman side, as they've really controlled this midfield with the passes, really controlled really nice play. If they can disrupt these passes, maybe the Shaman boys are caught a little bit off guard with too many players too far up, and maybe they can come onto the counter-offensive and catch the Shaman boys lacking a little bit with the defense.
Yeah, let's hope for the side of Kronos they can actually do something better. We still don't have any word from Spoots, so his entire internet died. So that is something we didn't we didn't take into account before we started this next match. So I don't actually really exactly know the rules on the timers that go off now.
I do believe they have a couple minutes for the technical timeout, just to try and get the players back in again. But I'm not sure if we want to go off to a bit of a pause as we wait for Spood's internet to come back on.
Well, he's resetting his entire internet, so I, to be honest, don't think that's a worth it, because I'm already kind of out of words, and else we're gonna sit here really awkwardly staring into a camera. So, with that said, we are gonna quickly go to a technical break, so we are not sitting here awkwardly in front of camera, and we will be back as soon as we hear something from Spoods. And we are once again back. We had some difficulties, but the difficulties are over now. And we can finally start the third game. Shaman has had the offer to actually take one free game of the opponent, because there was at least 5 minutes between the pause. So then you're allowed to take a game. They have decided not to, which I really like of them. And also, let's the world see a little bit how confident they are of themselves.
Yeah, and a little bit of sportsman-like behavior there from the Shaman boys, which I do like as the GM, you know. They really wants to play the game, which is nice to see. So we get into this third game already. The Kronos side putting on a little bit of an offense, maybe coming back stronger here, Spirits, as he's got his internet back online.
This internet might be better now as well, so that might be a difference we might see in this match. Good fake at least from him there, starting off great. Can maybe get the flick over the last defenders. Sadly enough, he doesn't. Does get a pretty big pinch, and it ends up in the wheels of Clean. He gets quite far. Does he get the dunk? Sadly enough, he doesn't.
Yeah, and if he gets a pretty bad touch here, but Clean back to get it again. As he now tries for a pass, but can't really get it. As two players from Shaman Esports there to defend it, and now maybe can get it out, but they missed the ball. Spoots was up for it, but couldn't just get the shot on.
It's really awkward, of course, for Shaman, because they were really in their zone. They knew how to play and how the opponent was playing. They were in their game, and then you have a break of 8 minutes. That's really annoying. It's hard to stay warm in that time. You prefer to just play on for 40 minutes, but sadly enough, these things happen for them, and you could really see it has harmed them a little bit, but it hasn't harmed Jujin at all as he scores this insane goal.
Jujin with the amazing shot on net. What is this? A double tap off the crossbar as well. Really nice shot from Jujin there, I gotta say, showing no signs of slowing down.
Really well done by him, putting his team once again in the lead with only 1.5 minutes played. Shaman Esports is already 1-0 up, and it doesn't look like they're gonna stop soon.
Yeah, really pulling off didn't put the pedal to the metal still. No foot off the gas as Kronos back in the defense again. Shaman Esports with the rotations, really keeping up the pressure as Clean does get a big clear out, but Resox is there to collect it.
Spoots gets a touch, Evade is on it as well, trying to keep that offensive pressure there. The defense of Shaman is quite in distress as they need to keep the ball away from their net, and they're not quite doing really well at it as the shoot from Spoots come out. It's really close, and now it's up to Clean, tries to get a touch but doesn't get it all too well. Evade still tries to do something, Clean has stopped playing. And that's all we have seen for now, and it's Shaman once again in offense and almost taking the goal.
So close, so close. Almost getting the second goal as well. Clean though, back in the game, maybe resetting a little bit mentally as he did miss the ball. But now, let's see what happens. Clean, can he get it in? Doesn't get it past. The Evade is not really there for it, but can get a touch out as well.
Wristfox almost with the pre-jump there. Let's hope Clean can clear his mind out a little, because he doesn't look like he's doing all too well at the moment. Stopping in the middle of a match isn't the thing you want to. And else it's an internet problem, but that's something we certainly do not want to happen once again, because we've already waited way too long for that.
Yeah, second player from Kronos getting internet problems wouldn't be the best for the team. As I am sure pretty sure we would have time for another technical break, but Shaman Esports players are trying to get control of this in the midfield, but getting answered here by Kronos pretty well so far.
Jujin with the clear up front. Wristfox is up, all three players are up. Evade can't get the touch, that could cost them quite a lot. Wristfox tries to get the angle, but sadly enough he doesn't. It's gonna be Jujin was the first to challenge. It's way too late, and then there's an open goal for this side of Kronos.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a miscommunication from the Shaman side, going up for a double commit. Maybe trying to get a little bit too fancy with the plays and gets caught off guard. No one back from the defense, and Kronos steady as ever to put it in.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. They're trying to be a bit more fancy, and then as I said in the last match, that's the thing they need to watch out for. Just play your game, at least get a 3-0 head start, and then try to do fancy things, because then you have the buffer of those 3 goals. Now, sadly enough, they are doing it a little bit quick with only a buffer of 1 goal. So it results in a 1-1 scoreline.
Yeah, with only 1 minute left, a goal here can be detrimental for any team that gets it in. As Clean goes up for a shot but can't get it, as AL just get a touch out, and Shaman Esports defense maybe resetting a bit, but it's a bit awkward as AL gets 2 saves. Evade just couldn't get a shot on.
It was a massive miss from Evade there, and then the opponent instantly declines it by scoring an insane double dutch, but sadly enough it was saved. Here there is another shot from Evade. Jin with the save. Can he make another one? Yes, he can. This defense of Shaman is hanging by a thread, but it is still hanging.
Yeah, Coronas just can't get the ball into the net of the Shaman boys right now, and Shaman almost getting to punish them a little bit, as the Wristbox had a clear shot but couldn't put it on target. Now into the middle as well, with only 10 seconds left of the third game. Clean trying to bring it forward, but Wristbox is already there. 2 players up in the middle because nobody can really get it towards the net. In the Shaman half, but Wristbox, steady as ever, goes into overtime with a 1-1 scoreline.
The 1-1 scoreline for game number 3. Is it gonna be Shaman taking one another, or is it gonna be the... What? wait. That could have easily been saved.
Yeah, Yellow people getting a bit caught off guard here, not really ready for the save. Can't really get the turn onto the ball.
It just drifted way too much. He turned too much. What?
And Kronos taking game 3 here, bringing it back, and 2-1 in the scoreline right now, and maybe Shaman is getting caught off guard here a little bit from the Kronos side.
I'm genuinely confused. It was quite an easy save. There wasn't much Ayel had to do, but somehow he has managed to not save it. I have a feeling the drive on the side of Shaman Esports is lacking a little bit to actually win the games, because I mean they're already going for the fancy plays all the time, and then a mistake this big that actually this can't go accidentally. this can't go accidentally. So it's kind of weird, but well, what happens has happened. It's Kronos now with a game 1, even though Shaman, as I predicted already, is the way better team.
Yeah, and Spood's internet reset maybe helping him out, as he did top of the scoreboard in this third game, and maybe getting Shaman Esports caught off guard a little bit with this faster internet now, as he speeds down the field with a much better pace.
It's gonna be Wristbox trying to get forward. Jin is on the air trying to secure that fast 1-0 goal. But it's Evade who is taking the ball over. Has no one in the midfield, so it needs to play it slow. Tries to go for the 50, but doesn't get it all too well. The Jin is up in the air, but Clean with the save.
Yeah, Eugene's solo plays are really coming in clutch a lot, but not this time, as the Kronos side is able to get it out, and maybe a little bit of an awkward shot for Evade.
What just happened there? I'm not really sure, but somehow the ball has gone out of the net, and Shaman Esports was trying to start an offensive here instead.
It was insanely close for it already being 1-0 for this side of Kronos, but Shaman Esports just get away with it here, passing to the best backboard. Wristbox, can you get a read? Probably would have, but Spoots was in the way.
Yeah, now Shaman Esports trying to get some force onto this Kronos side, maybe Evade just getting the touch out. This is Eugene once again going for the solo plays, but couldn't really finish it off. The Spoots down towards the other side, but Eugene already back on the defense. Clean now going for his shot. Can he get it on target? But Ayel just gets a save, and Evade can't answer it in time.
Ayel on the backboard this time, all alone. Both his teammates have left him. It's Clean who takes the ball over, but doesn't get the best first touch where he can do something with. He does get a second attempt on a shot though, but doesn't find the back of the net. He only finds Ayel, who easily puts pressure for a counter attack, and they get it to the middle. The shot is there, but the save of Spoots has been made as well.
Yeah, I gotta say, Shaman Esports really trusting their last man in defense here. As I see them a lot moving up into the field as the last player is trying to take the ball out. Hasn't really caught them yet, but could be really dangerous if that last guy isn't getting the touch that they want.
So yeah, here needs a good touch to get it into the middle to pass to one of his teammates. Sadly enough, doesn't get the perfect touch. Did kill one decent enough, but couldn't do anything with it. Wristbox trying to pass it across the goal. Oh, does do quite good with that, but eventually he just gives it to his opponent once again.
Yeah, and Eugene now to take it out towards the other side. Gets a couple of touches. Clean can't get it out as Eugene just dunks him. As now Ruisfox takes over, trying for the flip reset. Guess it was net, but Clean is already up to take it out. And Yale now trying for his turn of events. Ruisfox almost can't get the touch, and Eugene misses the shot.
It was quite an open net there. He could have scored it, but just puts it a little bit too high, which results in still a 0-0 scoreline. It's Sputzer with the touch, gets in between. Will he try to get another shot on? Yes, he will try, but he will not succeed within it because both of the opponents are there to keep him from doing that. This is a good pitch. This could go in, but Sputz with the save on this time.
Yeah, maybe he needed Ayel to finish it there as he's been so clean with the shots he's taken. As I see a couple of Shaman players fighting each other a little bit to get back to the net. But Kronos not able to capitalize really. Ayel here with an open shot for Eugene all the way down, and I don't know where the Kronos players ended up. Maybe Clean stopping again.
What is happening to Clean? I think he's having controller issues or something like that. Ping issues. He is having ping issues as well. He's on 44 ping with the red thing next to it. So that's definitely something that's going wrong on his side. That's actually a shame to see because they were really doing really well.
Yeah, Kronos, the team here, really plagued by the internet issues. Not able to get what they want to do with the ball as the teammates continue stopping on middle of the field. This time it's really... Where's the mouse? The Kronos side does try for a shot, but couldn't get it on. The Shaman defense is tested again, but he's staying strong for now.
We have this side of Kronos trying one last time to get some offense in, but instantly is sent back to their defense. This time this is a good pass for Spoots. Clean can go for the shot. Does he get the power? Sadly enough he doesn't. Did get the shot, but didn't make it dangerous enough to scare the defense of Shaman Esports.
Yeah, and only 50 seconds left now for the Kronos side to bring this back to a draw and keep the Shaman boys off this 3-1 win, as I did predict. I don't want to jinx myself here now, as if they does try to get a pass, but couldn't really get the touch, and Shaman defense holding strong, but it is looking a little bit juicy here now. Clean does get the demo, but couldn't get the shot on as Shaman boys getting it out again.
Jin, great pass to the middle. It's gonna be Ayal first to be there to get a 50. Ball drops in front of the net, but Clean is the first to pick it up. Ayal with good demo, leaving some space for his teammates to pick up the ball. Clean with a really good dunk. Of course, a shame for him because his internet died. They got scored up against. But sadly enough, he can't do anything about it. It looks like it's going to be another goal for the side of Shaman. Sadly enough, they don't score it. But with the 0 seconds on the clock and no one from the side of Kronos reaching the ball, it is going to be the side of Shaman Esports taking this series home with a 3-1. Should have been 4-0 in my opinion. But well, they've made it for themselves clear. They only want to win with a 3-1.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm proud of the Shaman boys, playing really well. Maybe did try to style a little bit too much in the end, but coming out with a win here with 3-1 is going to look really good going into the rest of the weeks. As they do have another game this week I know of. It's going to be interesting to see how they can come out in that game as well. So Shaman Esports probably moving up a little bit in the field here as they do bring home this win.
Yeah, they definitely did. Really well played by Shaman. I think they can do 10 times better if they keep playing a little bit more serious. But well, they win like this, so I leave it all up to them. This was going to be dispatched for tonight. We will still have another match after a short break. We'll have Gleffy against Neptunium. Two really difficult names. I'm lucky I don't have to pronounce those both, because I won't be there anymore. Cynics will be with another mystery guest. So we will take a quick break, fresh up. You also take a bit of water because it's really hot outside. Don't forget to drink up enough. And then we will be right back.
by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet, somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take, something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take, something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to RSC EU. We're here for our final series of the evening, and after two series in Premier, we go down to the ever-competitive Challenger tier for this game between Gelbvi and Neptunium. I'm Tom Dinner. Alongside me is Cynics, and, well, your name is a little bit easier to pronounce than this team, but they seem to be going well at the moment, don't they, in this this tier?
Yeah, Neptunium and Gelbvi are both very high up in the standings right now. Neptunium a little bit higher on the as they are third in the standings right now. Also having a really well played really well in the last series, going 4 wins and a draw in the last 5. Gelbvi also trying to get into that those top spots with a couple of wins and a couple of losses, maybe trying to find their way into the season as well.
Absolutely, both teams occupying those playoff spots. As you mentioned, 18 wins plays 25 wins. So potentially it is Neptunium who carry the sort of favourites marker today. I was interested in that goals for statistic, 106 for Neptunian, whereas 102 goals against Gelbvi. So that is not boding particularly well for them. A strong defence from Neptunian as well, only 71 goals conceded at the moment. I think we've got some player stats for you as well in a moment's time. So we'll see how these two rosters stack up. You can see plenty on this Gelbvi side, though I hear that for one of these two teams there is a substitute.
Yeah, I do believe that Pete and CJ are not playing, and I've brought in Zax instead for this game. So it's going to be interesting to see how they stack up towards each other. I know Heck and Punk have played for a long time together, so it's going to be interesting to see how Zax can come into this team and what he can do to bring them the victory here tonight.
Yeah, well, Pete's actually the standout player for this Gelbvi side. 38 games, 31 goals, the best goals to game ratio in this roster. Also, the second best saves, third best saves, I should say, actually, is it looks like Pungi there is very, very good in the net. 67 saves for him. As for Neptunium, I think we should probably keep an eye on Sensor, just under that goal per game ratio, as is Blizzy, who actually is just over that goals per game ratio. So two players that are probably going to cause a few problems for this defence.
Yeah, and I do believe Neptunian also has brought in all of their players tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see who they want to play in the game, and maybe they are switching around a little bit as the game goes.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, I think we're ready to tell the teams to join up if you want to do the honours, Cynic, so we can get into this game. It's a 4-match series, as is standard in the RSC. And, well, it's a higher in the table clash, sort of Gelbvi trying to solidify themselves into these playoffs. Gelbvi in the blue, then Neptunium are in the red or pink, depending on your inclination on that one, and they do get us kicked off. Zax here goes to this right-hand side, looks to go forward off the corner into the centre. Magic is going to have to clear this one away. So tested very early on here is the Neptunian defence, and it's a small but solid start for Gelbvi. That being said, here's a shot from Sensor, and just off the post, followed in by Blue Luke, and well, the commentator's curse to get us going.
Yeah, Zax just couldn't get the touch he wanted on that save there. Just Neptunian really fast to punish him for it. Sensor and Blue Luke trying together to finish it out, as we do go 1-0 up after only 20 seconds, and already Neptunian looking strong.
And here goes Hecky. He looks to go into the centre. Not quite able to find Punky and a way back into this game. It is going to be Neptunium who attack then. Magic here on this left-hand side will try and go off of the backboard into the centre for a teammate. There is a teammate there. No one challenging Luke, who takes a shot, and eventually Punky is able to get the save.
Yeah, Neptunian already, again, putting on a lot of pressure here as Gelbvi has to try and get this ball out, but Blue Luke maybe getting a double touch into someone, but Punky just there to get the save out, as he's done so many times in the season so far. Hecky now can go on the offense, only Blue Luke left, gets a fake, and Hecky almost gets it in. Zax couldn't finish it, and the Neptunian side just running it back to get the save, and we are still 1-0 up for the Neptunian side.
Magic is, well, he's looked for on the left-hand side. He's not found, though. Hecky is tumbling through the air. He's not quite able to get to the ball. It will be Magic who tries to clear this one away and create an attack. Here's a shot, though, from Zax. It's cleared away by Sensor and back downfield. Here goes Punky trying to re-spark this counter-attack, and Sensor with a little bit of a team bump. He'll get his car turned round, though, and challenge Hecky. Get a touch onto it, but not really any doing there. Punky able to quite comfortably clear his lines here. Challenges Blue Luke. Blue Luke gets onto it. Now Sensor trying to go forward. It's back and forth midfield action at the moment.
Yeah, no team really getting on top of it, but Hecky can get a big touch, but Sensor clears it down as Mike tries for the shot, but just couldn't get a touch on it. And Zax now to get it out, but Blue Luke already strong. Sensor's up as well, but can't get the touch onto the net as he slows down a little bit. And Mike tries for another pass, but Hecky, strong as ever, can get that ball out. Punky as well, getting a touch in towards the mid, but nobody really there to take it out. And once again, Neptunium keeping the pressure up here in the offensive side.
They are, and Sensor trying to do whatever he can with it. He's not quite able to get this one forward, though, and Hecky will bring it away into Punky. Punky looks to take a shot. It's a good challenge by Sensor, just stops the momentum. Here goes Zax now, takes a shot, and Luke is there to clear it away. Still a slender lead for this Neptunium side. It might be doubled here. Into Luke it goes. Luke gets a fine redirect, and that is going to double their advantage. And dare I say it, the way this game has been going, I starting to think Neptunium might just be in control of this one.
Yeah, starting off a little bit stronger. Again, Sax not really having the speed to get there in time. Blue Luke just jumping up in front of him and taking the ball. Neptunium, I gotta say, this opened up very strongly. A little bit faster on the rotations, maybe already being back, being able to collect these balls that Gelby are sending out from their net as they try to get the ball out towards the mid. But Gelby did hold on for a little bit of a time in the mid game, but once again, Neptunium taking a little bit more of a control of this game.
It's a shot from Punky. He won't quite find the ball. Hecky is going to have to challenge it, gets it over one, but eventually Blue Luke is there to take the save. Zaxel try and keep it back into a dangerous position, but in the end cleared away by Magic, who goes down this left-hand side, now off of the rear wall into potentially Sensor, who takes a shot and finds the net as well.
Oh, Hecky just couldn't connect with the ball really as he tried to throw himself in front of it, but he just couldn't get the touch. It's a really nice slot in from Sensa, just puts it around him really nicely. So we are 3-0 up with 1 minute and a half still remaining into this first game. Gelby maybe trying their footing a little bit too much in this first game. They need to get going now, as it's only 1.5 minutes left for them to come back into this game. They need to really start going, really need to fire on all cylinders here for the remainder of the game.
Magic looks to go downfield. He's tried to find a teammate, but I don't think he'll quite be able to do it. Here goes Blue Luke looking forward. Now Sensor takes a stab downfield, looking for Blue Luke, cushions it down to Magic, who can't quite get connection onto the ball properly. Punky is able to clear it away.
Yeah, he does get demoed for it though, as Neptunium once again goes down the field. Blue Luke with a pass, but Sensor couldn't get it on target. Mike here now alone trying to get this ball out, and Punky can clear it towards the Neptunium side, but once again gets cleared right back into the Gelby side. It's not been able to control his ball as Punky now does get a fake on Blue Luke. Zax and Hecky maybe not really understanding each other. Sensor gets a double tap almost, but can't get the shot on target.
Zach's going downfield. Can he try and find a little bit of a consolation in this game? Blue Luke gets it over the top of the attacker, and Sensor eventually clears it away. That should do it now for this game. Neptunium picking up game one, we expect. 10 seconds to go now, and they'll just try and run a little bit of clock. Blue Luke might try and put it into the net, though. He takes a shot, and eventually across the face of goal it goes. Sensor keeping it alive, making sure that they just get one more chance. Here onto the floor it goes, and Neptunium, perhaps unsurprisingly, win a game that they are favourites for. The question now is if they can keep this one up into the rest of the series.
Yeah, Gelby getting maybe a little bit caught off guard in this game one, just not being able to get the touches that they want, and Neptunium really quick, I gotta say, to punish the touches from Gelby when they miss it. And maybe that's what they need now to get back in this game, really trying to control the ball a little bit more as they just try to get the ball out as it is right now. And I gotta say, Zach's having a little bit of trouble to adjust maybe to this new team that he's found himself in.
Yeah, perhaps not the adjustment that he wanted. In terms of stats for that game, Neptunium definitely dominated, 56% possession, which is actually a pretty sizable margin in the Rocket League context. Also 9 shots compared to 4, and also 2 demos to 1. So definitely not an aggressive game, but one that Neptunium are well and truly controlling at the moment. And as we can go over to our second map on the rotation, it is Forbidden Temple. We can get this game 2 underway, Cynics.
Yeah, you're going to see Gelby trying to get this second game back against Neptunium. Have to try and get this second game as to be able to find maybe a win if they're lucky, but they need to get going now as we are starting in. Sax versus Blue Luke on the kickoff. Mike to take it out as well, and Neptunium once again starting off on the offensive side.
Sensor looks to find Blue Luke in the centre. He won't be able to find him. Zax goes downfield and Magic clearing it away. Can he try and get a challenge on Punky? Punky's able to get the ball off of him. Now Punky's still going forward. It's a good challenge from the defender that stops the momentum of the attack. And Blue Luke is going forward twice now. Here he goes still again, getting the beating of the third man. And now into the centre for Sensor. It was a very creative play, but one man too many in the end. Magic holds onto possession of the ball though. Blue Luke not quite able to get it off of Zax. And eventually Sensor has to do the clearing of his own line.
Gelby now trying to get the offensive of their own. Punky gets the bump, but Zax can't get the shot off as Blue Luke just stops him in his tracks. And Hecky can't really keep it in as now mounting our offensive for the Neptunium side, and we're once again fighting it off in the midfield. A bump and the demo comes in, but Hecky can try and get this to the other side, but only as far as the Neptunium side.
Here goes Blue Luke downfield with a very, very nice boom drive. Here he goes now up once again off of the backboard. Zax is going to sweep it away, only into Magic though, who takes a shot, and Punky is there to challenge. Here goes Sensor though. What can he do? Sensor is not a great deal. Blue Luke back into Sensor. Sensor gets a, what he'll call a fake. Eventually, falls back to Sensor. He takes a shot, oh my word. I don't quite know what's going on. It seems to be fakes galore at the moment.
Yeah, no one from the Neptunian side really able to connect with the ball. I'm not sure if this was meant to be as many fakes as it was, but in the end, they did get a shot on, but the Gelby side was able to get it out in the end. Now, the ball is kind of slowing down into the mid. Heck can take control of it, goes for an aerial play, maybe can get the double tap. A Sensor strong on the backboard, can get it out, and now mounting an offense. The Zax does get it back into the Neptunian side, but gets demoed in the process, and Mike just slammed his way home. Punky does try for a shot, but can't get it on target again. Just the crucial touches from the Gelby side, just not connecting as they wanted to. Neptunian again onto the offensive. Blue Luke trying to get a pass in, can get another touch, but not the one that he wanted in the end.
Yet again, it's a period of deadlock in this series as we had in that first game. That is broken though by Hecky, who gets a goal for Gelby. And well, opportunistic, I think is the word there. Zax gets it into the midfield. Hecky is onto it like a hawk and is able to get the goal that puts Gelby into the lead.
Yeah, I've got to say, a very nice passing play then from the side that just now started playing together. So really nice of them to be able to find each other like that. Good pass from Zax into the middle, and Hecky just sending his car onto it and getting it into the back of the net, and nothing the Neptunian side was ready for to be able to take it. Once again, with only 2 minutes left, over the half of the game gone, and Neptunian hasn't really gotten anything that dangerous onto the net. Yeah, they had a couple of shots, but they've always been defended by the KW side. Interesting to see if they can get some opportunities here in towards the second half of this game.
Into the centre it goes. Zax is going to clear it away. Magic takes a shot. He'll try and find Sensor, and eventually it rebounds out to this left-hand side. Sensor can't really do much with it. Puts Zac off though, which is probably just enough. Now Magic here going across the face of the goal. Not really able to find anything on this occasion though. It will bounce back out like ping pong into the centre. Here goes Blue Luke taking a shot again, and still Neptunian not able to find a way in a game that they've dominated so far. Again, they have the better of the possession statistics, but here goes Zac trying to get one up the other end, and eventually it is not going to be. Magic will try and take it off the right-hand side. Here goes Punky to make it two. He can't, as Sensor gets a very, very nice save. Punky still goes here. There is a poor touch. Can Punky get there? No, he can't.
Yeah, Neptunian side's defense is really being tested here by the Gelby side. Just mounting on the relentless offense, just shot after shot, but Neptunian staying strong as for now, but maybe getting their own opportunity, but why couldn't get the touch that he wanted. Zax to bring it out, but Punky, I should say, gets tested as well. Can bring us out now to the other side of the field and gets a bit of a 50. Can someone follow this up though, as he gets another 50 into the mid. Zax is already out though with a nice shot, but Neptunian defense is all the way back, ready to defend it.
Here goes Blue Luke downfield. Zax is there, and Zax gets a very strong save. The free agent, well worth his money today. Into the centre it goes. Blue Luke trying to get this one forward once more. Magic is there, and they're coping well, Gelby. at the moment. Just 8 seconds to survive to level up the series. Here goes Zax challenging it with Magic. Blue Luke, last shot of the game, gets it over the crossbar into a teammate. Shortly now, Blue Luke is getting there and on the buzzer takes us to overtime.
It looks so well for Gelby in the whole game, and they just stumble into the end of the game, and Blue Luke almost missing, but just get the touch in under the crossbar. What a turnaround! And it's overtime here in game 2.
Deary me, it's a shame it happens in a league play game and not the playoff final. But whatever, it happened a couple of seasons ago, didn't it, in the playoff final? But anyway, here goes Sensor clearing this one away. Zax will try and get around to it, and with no boost, does the best he can really do. That's a good demo on the line though on Punky, and that allows Sensor a clear shot, and that is why you don't give this team an inch, because the second they get a goal back, they'll quickly make it 2, and that is Neptunium with at least a draw from this series.
A nice shot from Sensor, just hitting the top corner of the net there, and very nice demo as well from Mike, just finding the last defender and nobody else able to get back in time. And Neptunium, with only a couple of seconds, they managed to just turn this game right on its head.
They did, and as Chat has said, this is Rocket League moment. But anyway, 24 seconds after that, you get a buzzer beater, and then you get a win in overtime. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, a very, very big change, but I gotta give it up for Zax though, really pulling his weight here in the second game, as he did struggle in the first game, I feel like, but he's really pulled his way through and come up with 460 points in this his second game, and maybe waiting on his team now to take their side as well, as they did have control of the second game a little bit, but couldn't finish it.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think Gelby will be a little bit frustrated. I do still have them on the back foot, to be honest with you. I think Neptunium looked in control of the game right up until that last sort of 30 seconds or so, where they did have to start to come forward a little bit more. But I think they're happy to just sort of sit back here for a moment, you know, and allow Gelby to try and play how Gelby want to play, which seems to be working at the moment for Neptunium.
Yeah, Neptunium just sitting back in defense, just collecting what Gelby is sending to them so far. Maybe Gelby needs to calm it down a little bit, control the ball a little bit more as we go into this game 3, where 2-0 for Neptunium so far. Gelby needs to get something onto this game if they want to bring anything out of this series.
Now a shot, it goes to Sensor, and it goes in from Sensor, and Neptunium starts this game 3 like they finished game 2, I should say. That is a bit of an overcommit from Heki, isn't it? I don't think I want to watch that again.
Yeah, Heki just found himself in a bad position as 2 players from the team. He just barreled down his field, and nothing really he can do there, as he was already way too far up to do anything. And only 20 seconds in, we're already 1-0 up to the Neptunian side in this game 3. And maybe they're looking to go home with a win here already.
I think they'll be eyeing up the series sweep at the moment, how this has gone. But Heki will try and deny them here, and it goes to Punky, but he's well off target on that occasion. Heki will challenge it. Blue Luke trying to get around to it. Zax is there into the centre, and Centre eventually is there to clear it away. Only as far as Punky though. What can Punky do on this right-hand side? Not a lot. Magic clears it away from him. Now Magic goes down. He's got to challenge Heki. If he can get it into the centre, it's a good demo play, and it will just be met at the near post by Blue Luke, who can't really do much with the ball. Punky having to clear it away.
Yeah, back now down to the other side of the field, but all the Neptunian players are already back and ready to defend this. As once again, Sensor though with a very interesting touch towards, and Punky can answer it with a double tap. Maybe not getting the touch that he wanted the Sensor. It looked like the Neptunian side was so good in the defense, and all of a sudden just a missed touch can bring so much forward for the Gelby side.
And that's what they've excelled at so far in this game, you'd say. And that is actually seizing on the opportunities they are given. They did it in game 2, and now they've done it in game 3 as well. And they have just a slim chance. Here goes Magic, pinching this one off of the left-hand side wall. Only Zax is, well, the only target he can find. Into the centre it goes, and Blue Luke can't quite get there. Magic is all alone on the goal. I'm not sure how much boost he's got. Heki gets there first, and Magic eventually recovering to clear the ball away and downfield. Now he's only got Punky to beat, but Punky will deal with that one like his bread and butter. Now Heki downfield. Can he get it into a dangerous position? Looks to go off of the corner, perhaps into the centre. He's delaying a little bit. Finally has teammates for support and eventually cleared away by the centre. Can they now turn this into a bit of an overcommit opportunity? Takes a shot, he misses it, and eventually Blue Luke misses as well.
An open net and nobody can finish it off. Heartbreak for Neptunium as they could have started bringing this third game home as well, but just falling short on the finish line.
Here goes centre. Downfield into Blue Luke. He can't get a touch. I cut you off there, Cynic, sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I was gonna let you talk on, but Sax here is trying to go off to the other side, has this whole team with him, but just doesn't get the pass in that he wanted. Everyone from Galway was ready there for the shot, but nobody able to take it as it goes straight up into the ceiling. And you see here now, Neptunium collecting the ball again. Just having these players in the midfield and on the Neptunium side just able to take control of the ball as it comes out off the Galway side. Really playing a very nice rotational game as they always ready for what Galway is sending towards their side of play. But 2 minutes left, it's 1-1 on the scoreboard, and mentality of the Galway side is tested right now.
It is, and here goes Blue Luke. Can he do anything with it? No, he can't. Thank you, by the way, in chat for telling us that it's Mike, not Magic. That's my bad, my horrific pronunciation. Is, well, striking again. I could have sworn there was an I there, but apparently there isn't. He's been demoed. Anyway, we've got a demo on Zax, I should say. Here he is now, Mike, looking to go and take a shot, but it's Punky who gets the best of the shots, and Blue Luke has to sweep it up off of the line. Can he now get it past Punky? He's a bit awkward with it. Eventually, Michael clear it downfield, looks to take a shot, but Zax is again there, dealing with it very well indeed. Here goes Heki now, out to the far side. He gets demoed for good measure. Very aggressive game at the moment for demos to Neptunium, clearly trying to go to that plan B that a lot of teams have.
Yeah, and Galway almost getting a little bit desperate, just trying to get something on towards the net, just sending it downfield every time they have a touch on the ball. But Zax here, maybe almost getting a play, but two Neptunian players managed to get that out together as they now move back down the other side of the field. Heki trying to control it to the other side. Does get a touch out. Can't he keep going here? He does get another touch. But Blue Luke there to answer. Back into the Galway side as he takes a good pass in towards Sensa. Sensa can't get it on target, but Mike though gets it. He does put it in the end. Very nice little passing play here from the Neptunium side, even though they maybe not trying for it originally, but they do get it in the end, managing to keep the ball in towards the net.
Well, even if it's not his name, it's finally a bit of magic that they needed to go on to win this game. Now Neptunium just having to hold on for the last 20 seconds or so. Heki looking to get a goal for kickoff, and he does! And
what a play there.
It was a great play, wasn't it? Here goes Punky off of the left-hand side. Heki gets there very quickly. Sensor did very well, but Heki was just in the right position.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a kickoff play there from the Galway side as they barrel down and gets the bump of the kickoff. Very interesting to see them pull that out of their playbook with the FA on the board as well. Blue Luke almost trying to answer it back. It's 2-2. And we might be almost going to the overtime here. If not, Neptunium can put it in the last offense. They do try it. As Heki now racing down towards the ball, but he can't keep it up. And overtime here in game 3 as well.
Oh, 2 from 2. A bit optimistic maybe. Here goes Sensor to take a shot and to end it very early on. He almost does, and Blue Luke follows it up. 7 seconds, the overtime. Sometimes it's just that little break in play that you need in order to go and find that inspiration to get the goal in the overtime. Blue Luke makes it 3, and that is disappointing for Galway, who have now, in 2 games, basically bottled it.
Yeah, just been robbed of the overtime goals here. So 2 quick goals from Neptunium on the overtime, just showing how strong they are in these games. And 3-0 is the scoreline, but I'm not sure if I agree with how close the games have been. I mean, Neptunium has had a lot of control, but I'm not sure if they are deserving of a sweep here. I feel like Gelby should be able to get something. They've been so close in so many couple of the games here, but just not been able to finish it out.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right there. It's one of those cases where you have to look at the individual scorelines to really see the picture of the series. This is Galvi, by the way, his 5th series loss of the season. They've gone 3 wins, 3 draws, and now 5 series losses. So they're pretty comfortably, I say pretty comfortably, Masai down in 7th, really breathing down their neck on 16th, 16 points at the moment. 16 wins is how we calculate it in this championship. So they really need to get at least a win on the board here in order to just give themselves that little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, Neptunium really showing up with that strong couple of games they've had so far, with the 4 wins coming into this series in a row, and now with the 5th win in a row for them, looking really strong going into this 4th game as well, looking to grab home a clean sweep against the Galvi side.
And usually you want to be clean sweeping the teams towards the bottom of the league. Here, Neptunium, in their quest to top the conference, are trying to get a sweep against a team just 2 places below them in the league. Into the centre it goes. That will be cleared away easily by Punky, looking to go downfield where Michael have to clear away. Punky keeping this pressure alive though. Can he drop it down for a teammate? He can't. Mike is eventually clearing this one away. There's his Zax with a very nice shot. Oh, can't quite loop its way in there.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit slow on towards the offense here, as Galvi just not being able to keep up the pressure as they get some opportunities, and just letting Neptunium collect themselves and get the ball out with nobody really answering from the Galvi side. But Heki gets a nice little flick on the ball, and we're 1-0 up in the 4th game here. Very interesting to see.
That is just one of those moments, and he's managed to get it over the top of 2. He'll be clipping that one for the end of season reel, I am sure, if they do indeed decide to make one. As back underway, Blue Luke gets the better of the kickoff. We'll try and chase this one down. Into the centre it goes. Centre to get his own back. Loops it into the air. Michael challenge it down. Heki can't quite deal with it. Drops down, and eventually the ball not quite going in the direction they would prefer. Here goes Luke, looking for Sensor. Sensor plays it over the top of Mike, and eventually just not quite able to drop down. Here's Heki to try and make it 2. And again, just not finding his way.
Yeah, Gelby showing up here in game 4. So they're finding some bit of form here that maybe they needed to find a little bit earlier. But game 4, Zax tries for the shot, but nobody really there to finish it. Heki now goes for the ceiling play. Can he get to flip? Does miss it. Sensor gets faked. Everyone is faking right now, but Mike able to clear it out of the goal line. And Sensor going down the other side of the field. And from one goal to another, Sensor finds the back of the net.
Rapid counter-attack, wasn't it? And Sensor got himself in perfect position to play that one. Got the better of Heki as well, who isn't someone particularly easy to get the better of. So he'll be very happy with that goal indeed. Here we go. Getting back underway though. Zax takes a very nice shot off and kick-off, and just wide of the post on that occasion, which will be frustrating for him. That could have been a game-changing moment. Not to be. Mike gets demoed. It will be Luke who tries to challenge it. Zax gets the better of him. Now trying to pinch this one off the floor, just miscuing slightly. And eventually, ball taken off of him. Sensor goes central. Zax is there and is able to clear this one away, trying to do it all from his own baseline. Mike takes it off of him. Demo on Sensor, they will just take the pace out of that particular counter-attack.
Yeah, the Gelby side is tested once again with the mentality, as they've lost another lead here in game 4, and now Neptunium putting on another strong offense. Heki now to try to drive it out, but Mike straight back into the middle. Sensor can go for the shot. Blue Luke's there as well, but Punky able to find the save. The Gelby side just staying alive here as Neptunium mounts a big offense.
Zax is going to go to the right-hand side. Heki will take it off of him in the centre, but he's just caught short in possession a little bit. Not a lot of boost to work with. Blue Luke will try and put it in field for a teammate, and Zax is the only one that'll meet it. Now he booms it downfield. Sensor gets to it. Here goes Sensor's got a teammate into the port. It won't quite fall to him. Heki gets a very important touch on it, and Punky will clear it away. Here goes Mike, though. Gets it over Zach. Zach able to put in a strong challenge, though.
It's BlueLuke trying for another clear in towards the net, but Punky there to answer it. Now trying to get the ball out, but misses the crucial touch as Mike can just collect it from him, but Zach's now going for him, but double commit from the junior side. Can Gelvi try to... doesn't really get the goal off the double commit from the junior side. Couldn't really finish it off as two of the players were completely gone. But now back into the offense we go as Punky tries for a shot, but Sensei just blocking it straight up. BlueLuke though trying to get it out. Sensei can keep on going, does get it past one, but Punky going back into the middle again, and the both teams are fighting for that crucial goal that can finish this game. Only 1 minute left to play with.
Only 1 minute left to play with indeed. Here goes Hecky into the centre. Mike tries to get away with Zach's taking a shot, and Zach's the free agent to potentially save the series for his team and get at least something out of it.
Yeah, crucial goal here from Zach. Just slamming it into the back of the net. Very nice shot from him, and 2-1 up now again for Gelvi. 50 seconds left. Can they hold on to this for the crucial last win in this series?
Zax will play it down BlueLuke, trying to save this clean sweep for his team, Neptunium. But at the moment, Gelvi holding on very nicely indeed. Zax will go downfield. BlueLuke gets a touch onto it. That'll quell some of the momentum, and now they can try and turn it into attack. But Zax is there, sweeping out of centre field. Now into the centre for Neptunium. Michael put it into a promising position before Zax clears it away strongly downfield. 15 seconds to play with for Neptunium. They've done it at the buzzer before this series, and they'll look to do it again. They've taken 7 of the 9 shots so far in this series. That might just be the most important one, though, from Mike to square the game, and it might just be a third overtime in 4 games.
Once again, the Gelvi side just not been able to hold the defense together, as the Neptunian side just gets a very nice pass there into the middle, and someone able to finish it off. Again, 7 seconds left, maybe get one last opportunity, but overtime on the table for this game 4. So I do see a rule 1 happening on this field as well, as we see us going into this third overtime of the series. Who can bring it home in this crucial 4th game?
Well, if it is indeed Neptunium, then Gelvi just can't take a break, can't catch a break, because, well, you know, 3 overtimes, 3 losses. They'll fight hard to make sure they pick this one up. Here goes Mike, looking to the left-hand side. It'll be a shot. Sensor is able to clear it away, and he'll be encouraged by that, I'm sure. Can he get around to it, though? Zax gets the beating of him. What a game he's had in this game 4. As Zax really well played at the moment. Punky is just about caught short with this one, though.
Zach's been able to help him out in the end, and Punky can try and collect himself, as the big mentality test for Gelvi's keeps on going, as they need to try to close this 4th game out. 50 seconds already gone in this overtime. They've made it further than they had in the last 2. Maybe they can bring something back into this 4th game to bring home the close, as Hecky can get the ball out, but Zax does take it off him. Can maybe try for his own, but BlueLuke now mounting an offense for the Neptunian side, and Hecky gets a crucial miss, but BlueLuke so close, can't get it in. The Sensor tries for his own, but Punky does get it out. I think I do believe it was Hecky that got the last touch out there, but Gelvi just surviving barely, as they do clear the ball off the back of the line.
Halfway across the line. That is unbelievable. Here goes Sensor out to the right-hand side. Not going to be able to do much with it. Zax can't do much with it either, so Mike will take it off of him now. He goes downfield, trying to get it over the top and into the net. He looks for double touch, but Punky reads him like a book and is able to clear this one away. Here goes BlueLuke now to the far post, finds a teammate that has to fall down for BlueLuke again, but Zax is there to clear it away. 2 minutes into this overtime already, and Galvi coming out fighting. Here's Punky to take a shot. He can't quite turn it into the net. Back downfield it goes. Hekiel stop it just inside of midfield, but Blue Luke eventually taking it off of him and back down into opposing territory. Finds Sensor. Sensor here off of the left-hand side. Can't quite get connection onto it. Neither can Blue Luke, though. And it's going to be, once again, Galvi who try and attack immediately, quelled by Mike.
And now as we get into almost half an extra game here into the overtime, Zach's trying to get control of it. Punky has to bring everything out to get that save from the long shot of the Neptunian side. Now, Heki can find it. Only one defender left here as in Senza. Zax takes it off him. Can't get the shot though. Senza standing strong alone in the defense. And once again, the Gelvi side is robbed of a goal. And each game has kind of slowed down a little bit. We're getting some really interesting tries for shots, but just both defenses really standing strong in this last game.
Here goes Mike trying to take it off of the corner. Looks to go into a teammate. Sensor's there, and Sensor surely puts it home, and he does, and it continues an absolutely horrible evening for Galvi, who just can't catch a break in these overtimes. You just feel bad for them.
Yeah, really bad for them. They did hold out for 3 minutes this time, but in the end just couldn't keep off the pressure from the Neptunian side. I gotta say, these guys playing together, you can feel that these guys have played for the season. You know that these players feel like they know where their teammates are, they can pass it out, and they can play together to get it to the other side of the field. And just getting the better of Gelvi here in the play style here, as they just play together much more clearly.
And a serious question, Cynics. I mean, there's got to be there's just got to be sympathy for Galvi, who played relatively well throughout the course of that game. By the way, facts for you. Thank you to Shinex in chat. I swear Mike hasn't lost a single match that he's played in the entire league. 4 different teams or something. That would be an incredible stat if that is indeed true. But yeah, I just feel for Galvi.
Yeah, they really did try, but just fell short in every game. It's just the Ox God maybe not smiling on them today, as they couldn't bring it home.
Yeah, and well, I think that just about does it for us this evening on the RSC. So we're back tomorrow, Wednesday the 14th of June. Stingray will be on production, I should say. There you go, I can get my English out eventually, starting at 7 o'clock UK time. Uranium versus Mystics, and myself and Vector on that one. But from myself, from Cynics, and from everyone else who has been on the cast this evening, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you all later. Good night.
The whole world at our feet, watching seasons change.